Welcome back to Belden, Kansas, Public County High School. We're doing senior night presentations here. Scott's got some figures, I think, ready for us.
We'll run through some girls' stats real quick as the Lady Lions come up short tonight, 48-40 against Republic County Buffaloes. I'll tell you, the Republic County hit their free throws down the line, and that's definitely one of the differences in the ball game. And then we had some many missed opportunities. But run through the scoring real quick. Joni Sheets with 2 points, and then the rest is all by seniors, guys. Miranda Cottonmeyer with 4, 5 by Abby Anderson, 8 by Devin Nooch, 12 by Lachey Hedstrom, and 15 by Kira McCall.
Kira McCall's, that's her all-time high, or she's tied her best.
Tied her best,
yeah.
Well, she had a great ball game tonight.
Yes, she did.
And they were 13 for 18 in the second half for free throws. You know, you can't take that away. They controlled the ball very well, 9 turnovers. For the Minneapolis Lady Lions, you know, we didn't do too bad ourselves as far as turnovers. We shot 5 for 10 from the free throw line, but we only went there 10 times and only hit 50%. We missed the front end of one-on-ones 2 or 3 times.
Critical ones.
And we missed some opportunities when right down to it with 3 straight turnovers by Republic County, and it was probably in the third quarter that we had an opportunity to really fight back in this. We were down by about 8 and missed 3 opportunities. Scoring-wise for the Lady Lions, Lindsay Shoup with 2, 2 by Kate Steinbrock, 3 by Lucy Giles, 8 by Kennedy Allison, 11 by Mara Pounds, and 14 by J.C. Owens. And J.C.'s what got us back into this in the second half.
Yep.
She had 10 points in the second half. So as they get done recognizing senior night here, so it's going to get loud with the band here in a few minutes. But
now, Scott, I know that Coach Weatherman had J.C. Owens and Kate Steinbrock on the bench for the rest of that third period because they had third. I think I might have brought J.C. Owens back a little sooner and maybe got her back in the scheme of things earlier. But she did pour it in there in the fourth quarter, though, that's for sure.
Yeah, she did. She did. Nice job.
Her absence because of fouls late in the second quarter and the last half of the third hurt us badly.
Yep.
I mean, the other kids have to step up and make up the difference, and that didn't happen.
Yep.
But that's what happens when you get the foul trouble.
Yeah, and this is a tough place to play. 3 quarters of basketball, guys. We really did pretty good. Second quarter, we outscored them in the second quarter. They outscored us in the other 3 only by a few points, but the third quarter, they outscored us by 6 in the third quarter. We outscored them by 6 in the second quarter. But, you know, scoring-wise and combine it with the deficit in the first and the third, that's kind of your ball game right there as the Lady Lions come up short tonight. Actually, we outscored them by 3 in the second quarter. I apologize. So, Lady Lions come up short tonight. They overall 7 for 12 from the free throw line as a team. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
You know, not too bad. So,
well, I don't know if we'll have a interview with Coach Weatherman or not. If we do, we'll be back with them. Otherwise, the Republic County pep band is getting ready to strike up. So we'll just let you listen.
And it'll be at least, if you're listening to us do the post game right now, it'll be at least probably 15
There's 15 minutes on the clock.
Yeah.
They have not started it rolling yet. So.
And Mike's got his earplugs ready. So this place is loud up here, folks. So we'll let you listen. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as EU Communication Channel 20. Your voice of the Minneapolis Lady Lions, Minneapolis High School basketball coming up next here on SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20.
All right. All right, we're back here in the midst of the music from the Republic County High School band. Coach Weatherman joins us for a post-game interview. We thank you for coming up, Coach.
How you guys doing tonight?
Good. Well, Republic County Buffs got us again.
What's that? I'm having a hard time hearing you.
The Republic County Buffs got us again, doggone it.
Yeah, they did. You know, I thought we played a really good first half, minus a few possessions where we just made some silly turnovers. But, you know, the third quarter, which has kind of been our Achilles heels, you know, out at Russell, and we've had a hard time coming out of the locker room at a couple games. And Third quarter guys, we came out. I think we scored on our first 2 possessions and then didn't get much the rest of the quarter.
Coach, if we could have got a couple of those contested layups to fall down there at the end, we shot a pretty good percentage from the free throw line, and the girls were shooting fairly well, and we got a couple of shots to drop. J.C. Owens just really carried us down the stretch, and I was kind of hoping you were going to put her in a little earlier. But hindsight, the way she was playing into that fourth quarter, boy, if she would have had a couple of those into that third quarter, that would have been big. But a couple of those layups would have been dropped for us. We would have been right in the end of that thing for sure.
Well, you talk about the missed layup opportunities, and we keep track of possessions on the bench, and we missed 3 possessions in a row. We had layups, and wasn't able to convert any of them. And then the one that we did get ourselves to the free throw line on, we didn't make our free throws. So those end up being empty possessions, and we're not an exceptional offensive basketball team. So when you get those those opportunities, we struggle at times putting the ball in the hole. When you get those opportunities, you got to capitalize on them.
A tight game. I don't think we'd be a player in a 60-65 ball game, but boy, when they're right there, right in the mid-40s, we're in those games all the way down the end. We missed the front ends of 2 1-and-1s, as you mentioned down there. If we could have got 1 or 2 of those, that would have been big also. So even though we did shoot a pretty good percentage from the free throw line, we did miss a couple of tough ones down there.
Yeah, got to get. I mean, when you get 1-on-1s, you're leaving extra opportunities when you miss the first one. So it's like missing 2 free throws instead of 1 if you miss the first free throw.
Well, we've been watching Devin Nooch play 4 years. She's got a knack for getting herself into pretty good rebounding position, and she rebounded well tonight, and she's kind of tough to move out of there anyway.
She really is. She's got such a strong lower torso and is able to just kind of plant herself in there, and she's a hard person to move.
McCall did her, I think she hit her season best or all-time best here tonight, 15 points, but she had a big night for the Republic County Lady Buffs.
Yeah, and doing a lot of that damage from the free throw line, and we've kind of keep track of that stuff over time, and we didn't have her as pegged as one of their better free throw shooters, but she stepped up the line and shot the ball with a lot of confidence.
Sometimes during the course of the year, I see that Hedstrom girl play, and I always comment I would take her on my team. I don't know where I'd play her, but I'd just turn her loose. She's one end to the other, but they had a pretty good team on the floor. We were right with them most of the game, and we just a couple of shots short of being there with them at the end.
Yeah, the having to foul and come from behind there at the end really hurt. And like I said, the 3 possessions where you didn't get any points on those 3 layups, we lose by 8. There's 6 points right there, and we just got to finish around the basket.
Well, Coach, you watch basketball long enough, eventually you see something you didn't think you'd ever seen before, and I think I hit that epiphany tonight. I'm not going to necessarily ask you to comment on the refereeing or the coaching, but I have never seen before a coach being able to go up to an official and say, that person didn't foul, the other person fouled, and have the referee change their call. I've never seen that before. I saw that for the first time tonight. What can you say?
Yeah, I'll just leave that as a no comment. I'll take the high road.
Okay.
I guess I will. I told him if I could pick who I would wanted to foul, wanted to foul, that would make them, make the game a lot easier.
We actually agreed with what the coach was saying. We did not think that Devin Nooch fouled, but to have them go up to the referee and say, she didn't foul, somebody else fouled, and to have them change the call. That was weird. But, we got Beloit coming up. We beat them by a point, was it last week?
Yep.
Last time we played them, and it's going to be at their home. They've kind of had some ups and downs. They've gotten better, obviously, but they're still kind of on a roller coaster a little bit. Young squad. What are we going to do to beat them Friday?
Well, we didn't play very good the first half. We played them last time, and really the difference in the game was our press, and we were able to get that going in the second half, and hopefully it'll be a little bit tougher on their bigger court, but we're going to go in there hoping to put some pressure on their guards. obviously you're going to have to stop the Brockelman girls. She's putting up some pretty big numbers the last couple weeks, and they had a big win beating Russell last Friday night. So, they're improving. I think we played some pretty good basketball over the last 3 weeks, minus a couple quarters, here and there, but it'll be a good game. It's Beloit, Minneapolis, so you better show up, be ready to play.
Explain your one comment there. They're bigger courts. Are you talking about the effect of playing in that vast open space that is their gym? I mean, their floor is obviously no longer than this one.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
It's longer than
Yeah.
ours. But
Oh, yeah.
theirs is longer than this one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't realize that.
Yeah, there's at least another 10 feet on their court lengthwise and then a few feet wider.
Yeah.
I did not know that. I knew it was bigger than ours, but I figured this one here in Belleville was
It's bigger.
Yeah.
Okay.
College.
Yeah, it'd be college. But what it does is when you're pressing in your press team, it changes your angles that you're trying to trap and stuff, and you're just a little bit different. But we can adjust it. We can if we are the aggressor and pressure them and not allow them to dictate where we want to go, and we dictate where that we want them to go, we shouldn't have any problems. We just need to be a little bit aggressive on our press.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming up and talking with us.
Thank you, guys.
Yeah, good luck
Friday
against
night.
Beloit. It was a good game, Coach.
Thank you, guys.
Didn't need that after all. Thank you. We're on, big boys game. Welcome back to Belleville, Kansas. We get the clock winding down. Get set and ready to go on the boys contest here against Republic County High School. The number 2 ranked team in Class 2A. Kind of the beginning of Hell Week almost, guys, for Minneapolis. Playing the number 2 ranked team in Class 2A tonight, and Friday we go to Beloit and play the third ranked in Class 3A. And this will be quite a buzzsaw tonight.
There we go.
154th game of the series. Belleville, Republic County leads at 89-64. They've won the last 3 games in a row. Another senior-dominated team on the boys' side. They score 59 points a game. Minneapolis scores 44 and a half. So we're going to have to make up the difference there somewhere tonight.
Well, this team of ours is a player at 40 to 45 points, but scoring gets up into the 60s. I just don't know that we can play with them. It's kind of like the girls' team. We don't score a lot of points. These boys, if they're expected to score 60 points, we're going to find it hard to stay in the ball game. So we rely on our defense and our rebounding capabilities. We do a good job with all those. We do not score a lot of points in ball games.
The starting lineup for the Minneapolis Lions: 6'1" sophomore Josh Macy. For the Republic County Buffaloes, number 13, a 5'11" senior Trenton Kuhlman. He is a solid ball player, guys.
Shorter guys on the court, but very good.
Wow, very, very effective. For Minneapolis, a freshman, 6'1", Eric Yoxel, number 3. And for the Republic County Buffaloes, another senior, 5'11" senior, number 24, Kyle Struck. For the Minneapolis Lions, a 5'9" senior, Colin Briggs, number 12 for the Lions. One of our senior leaders on the squad. And for the Republic County Buffaloes, 6'2" senior, number 30, Lucas Nooch. As it's senior night, as you talked about, a lot of these guys would probably start anyway. For Minneapolis, number 30, a 6'1" junior, Alex Yoxel. And for the Republic County Buffaloes, a 6'5" senior, number 35, Zach Brazon. He's not only 6'5", Mike, but he's a solid 6'5". Definitely one to contend with. And
put
for
together a
Minneapolis,
young lad, isn't he?
number 33, 6'3" sophomore, John Kelly. And for Republic County Buffaloes, another senior, 6'3" senior, another solid size senior, 6'3", Gary Hadachek. As we get ready to go here for the boys matchup, Republic County Buffaloes in white, Minneapolis in their traveling red. Guys, Minneapolis has had 3 close ball games.
Very close.
Very close ball games. 2 losses, 1 overtime victory. This week is going to be a huge test. Tonight with Republic County, Friday night at Beloit. And we're going to have to come up and we're going to have to play hard and see if we can come away with a victory tonight.
Well, we're going to have to keep Berzon and Hadachek off the glass. They're very good rebounders, and they always hit that offensive glass. So we're going to have to box out, put a body on them.
Berzon and Kelly, the jump center, tip is up, and it will go. Minneapolis wins it as Kelly out jumps him.
Kind of unusual.
Yeah, I know. Kelly out jumps him. Macy with the ball in the hands of Yoxel. Yoxel over to Alex Yoxel. Alex rolls around the top of the key, brings it back, dribbles in, picks up his dribble. Oh, they're going to call a travel as he just pulled his pivot foot, and we'll turn the ball over as we had the first turn of the ball game. Kuhlman will bring it down to set it up for the Buffs. As he brings it down, gets on the outside over to Strutt. Strutt in the right corner. Back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman, Minneapolis in a 2-3 zone. They look down low. Get it into Nooch. And then to Berzon. Is that who got that?
Yeah.
Berzon with the bucket. 2-0. They quickly go back to Kelly in the lane. Kelly up against Hadachek. Can't get it. Rebounded by Hadachek. Hadachek gets it back out to Kuhlman. Kuhlman pulls it up, rolls the right-hand side. He'll take the long 3, and it's in and out, but rebounded by Hadachek. And there's going to be a foul on Kelly as he had a hand on the Buffs. Hadachek. So Buffs will inbounds underneath their own bucket as Nooch to inbounds. Gets it in the corner to Kuhlman. Kuhlman rolls around, guarded tight by Briggs. Dribbles down, gets it back to Hadachek. Looks down low, kicks it back out to Strutt. Strutt back to Nooch. Nooch back in the corner to Strutt. Strutt at the top of the key. He'll get it back to Nooch. Nooch in the right corner. Looks down, goes back to Kuhlman. Minneapolis into 2-3 with Briggs out tight on Kuhlman. Strutt gets it down low, shot up and up, and is good by Lucas Nooch. 4-0, Republic County early with the lead. Macy back to Alex Yoxel. Alex goes down low to Kelly. Kelly, and has it partially blocked, and it comes back the other direction. Kuhlman goes down low, and there'll be a foul on the floor. Oh, they said he was shooting. So at the line will be Kuhlman. If I put money on this, I'd say they're both good. First foul on Colin Briggs. Shot is up, and it is good. 5-0. As checking in is Connor Nace as he checks in for John Kelly. Second shot coming by Kuhlman. Shot is up, and it is good as he makes them both. They pick up a full court press. They get it into the hands of Yoxel. Back to Briggs. Briggs to Nace, and he's going to have it turned over. And they're going to tie it up and turn it over. So, tell you guys, we're not doing a very good job so far handling the ball, and checking in quickly is Brandon Davis as he checks in for Briggs.
Not a good pass, not an easy one for Nace to handle, right
Low,
down at the ankles.
Yep. Kuhlman with the ball, 6-0. Buffs with the early lead.
Brandon, a big spark off the bench for Minneapolis lately, scoring and defensively.
Strutt with the ball. Back, three-point shot up, and it's off the mark. And wow, big near rebound by Nooch. It comes back the other direction. Connor Nace has to trap it down, and there is going to be a foul over the back. Yeah. As foul will be called on Lucas Nooch as he went over the back of Nace. First team foul for the Buffs. Minneapolis to inbounds. Eric Yoxel here Gets it into Macy. Macy will bring it down to set it up. 5:38 left to go in the first quarter. 6-0, Buffs with the lead. Eric Yoxel back to top of the key to Nace. Nace back over to Brandon Davis, back over to Alex Yoxel. Alex looks down low. He'll dribble around, gets it back to Davis. Davis back to Alex Yoxel. Alex rolls around the top of the key. Guarded in tight. Picks up his dribble, back to Eric. Eric Yoxel back to Macy. Macy guarded tight by Strutt. Gets it into Eric Yoxel. Eric has it partially blocked as Hadacek gets a finger on it. And it comes back the other direction by Kuhlman. Kuhlman back to Strutt. Strutt gets it down low. Shot up and by Brazon, and boy, can he jump. He got up there pretty high. And they've got an 8-0 lead.
We do not match up with Brazon, do we? He's a big boy.
Gets it back to Alex Yoxel. Alex back to Macy, back to Davis. Davis looks for Eric. They get it to Eric. That'll be two on Nooch.
That is his second personal foul.
Checking in will be number 33, Trevor Allen, as well as number 11, Drew Hoops. Gets it into Brandon Davis. Davis back to Macy. 8-0. Lions still looking to score here. 4:30 left to go in the first. Check back in the ball game is, or Gage Mortimer checks in for the first time, as well as Kelly gets back in. Davis drives. Hoops will be whistled with the foul. Oh!
No, Gage Mortimer with the moving foul. Moving screen, I should say.
13th foul, 2 on the Buffs.
Hoops with the ball as he'll bring it to the right-hand side, back to Strutt. Strutt gets it over into the hands of Allen. Allen back to Hoops. Hoops over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman looks for the three. Takes the runner in the lane, and he makes it. Nice shot by Trenton Kuhlman. Macy with the ball, back to Yoxel, back to Mortimer.
That's a tough shot with a runner like that.
Gets it back over to Macy. Macy will drive. Shot in the lane, up off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kuhlman. Kuhlman dribbles around traffic, and foul will be on Mortimer. He'll be on the floor though.
That's his second foul already.
10-0. Buffs with the lead and the ball. Gets him into Hoops. Hoops into Kuhlman. Kuhlman down low to Allen, and he walked with it, yep. Checking in as Jake Fleming checks in for Gage Mortimer.
And they put on the press.
Gets it into Davis. Davis back to Eric Yoxel. Back to Davis. Gets it across the timeline. And he's just hammered over there. Gets it back to Eric Yoxel. Back to Macy. Back to Davis. Back to Kelly. Into Eric. Back to Macy. And they are guarding tight on Macy. Eric Yoxel. Shot in the lane, no good, and he will get fouled, and he'll go to the line. So, see who the foul's on. 24 maybe, Strutt. We'll see who, I didn't see who the,
yes.
Yeah, Kyle Strutt.
See if Eric can break this opening scoring drought for us.
Yoxel at the line to shoot two. Shot is up and good. As he makes the front end of two here, we break the scoreless spell right there, Mike. We get on the board.
3:07 remaining in the first quarter.
10-1.
Razan comes back in for the Bucks.
Second shot coming by Yoxel's up, and it is in and out. And rebounded by Razan, back to Allen. Allen picks up his dribble. Swing pass over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman looks down low to Razan, gets it back to Allen. Allen back to Hoops. Hoops back to Allen. Allen drives, and there's going to be a foul on the floor. And foul is on Josh Macy.
15th foul on Minneapolis. Josh first personal foul.
Checking in is Gavin Rothenberger, checks in for Macy. Get into Kuhlman. Kuhlman gets it back down to Allen, and good hands by Macy. Swing pass back over to Hoops. Hoops back to the top of the key. Oh, good job by Macy. But Kuhlman, very quick, he gets back to the loose ball. 10-1. Buffs with the lead and the ball. Back to Hoops. Hoops with the ball. You definitely tell why they're a number 2 ranked team. A long three. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. Brandon Davis with a little acting by Allen. And Allen will go to the line to shoot 3. Brandon Davis.
He lost his wind.
Gets the foul, and Allen will go to the line to shoot 3. And he makes the first one. Another one coming.
Alex Yoxel ready to come in.
Second one is up, and he makes that one. Allen is 6'3". Got a pretty good stroke from the line.
Comes off the bench.
And I'll tell you, he was well beyond the college 3. When he popped that 3, he's fouled. He makes 2 of 3. Briggs checks in, as well as Alex Yoxel. Fleming with the ball, back to the top to key to Briggs. Briggs. And it's kicked out of bounds off Allen, but good hustle by the Buffs. They go down on the floor fast with that thing.
I could have sworn Briggs touched that.
Yeah, we got lucky there. I think Colin might have had a hand on it last.
Rothenberger checks it into Briggs, back over to Fleming. Fleming back and top to Yoxel, back to Briggs. Briggs looks down low, has nothing, goes back to Alex Yoxel. Alex looks down at Kelly. Alex drives, gets it back over to Kelly. Nice move by Kelly, up and, oh! No good, off the glass, can't quite get it. Kuhlman drives, shot up and off the glass, no good, but the Buffs with the rebound, and Allen rolls into the paint, up and good. Coach Shoup's going to get teed up, and I think it's what he's arguing about is there was just a lot of contact on Kelly down underneath our basket with no call.
There's been a lot of contact by the Buffs so far here in the first
Yeah.
quarter.
It hasn't been called.
And
So
we're getting ticky-tack.
Yeah.
I thought John got bumped pretty good down there.
yeah. Yeah, and that's what Coach Shoup was talking about. He got just absolutely waylaid down there, and this official tees him up. And Kuhlman at the line and makes the first one.
Just remind these guys they aren't refereeing in Allen Fieldhouse.
15-1. 15-1, the Buffs with the lead. Second shot coming by Kuhlman.
Whiner.
The shot is up and good. Makes them both. And they'll have the ball.
So. 16-1, 1:35 to go in the first.
Hoops with the ball. 16-1. Hoops with the ball at the top. Minneapolis in a 2-3. We've yet to get a field goal. Can't just find our range here. Checking in is Jeff Hadachek, a junior for the Buffs. On the outside, shot off the mark and
Foul on Minneapolis.
on Fleming.
They're trying to find a way to call a foul on us, aren't they?
17th foul.
Fleming.
At least.
That'll be Fleming's first personal. And
18th foul.
Well, somebody's got to be shooting.
they're not. They should be. Not too impressed right now so far.
What in the
Second
world?
foul.
Shot, pass is thrown in by Strutt, back to the top of the key to Allen. Allen in the corner over to Hadacek, back to Hoops, back to Allen. Allen back to Hadacek. Hadacek drives. And good hand, good.
Boy, that ref is very inconsistent with his calls.
They call it off of the bus. It'll be Minneapolis ball. Rothenberger back to Briggs. Briggs back to Rothenberger. Into Yoxel across the timeline. Alex, we turn it over. So, and there's a walk, yep. As they turn the ball back over, and 45 seconds left. Has to be chalked up as probably one of our worst quarters. We
knew it was going to be a tough.
Yeah, we did.
But
we've not been able to hit anything either. We've had some looks and some opportunities. Briggs, take that, Colin.
Might not get a better look.
Nearly turned over. Alex Yoxel on the outside. Gets it back to Nace. Shot up and, oh my goodness. In and out.
In and out.
In and out. Allen with the ball, guarded by Briggs at the top. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Hadacek. Hadacek back to Allen, back to Hoops. Hoops with the ball. Drive to the right-hand side. He picks up his dribble, gets it back over to Strutt. Strutt back to three-point shot, long shot is up and good. Wow. By number 11, Hoops. Drew Hoops drains a three from the top of the key. 19-1 at the end of the first quarter. Wow.
Delphus Co-op will always be there to give you the most up-to-date information on the right type of seed to use, weather conditions, market information, all at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to delphuscoop.com. They'll keep you informed on how to make your farm as efficient and successful as possible.
Robertson Monuments has been developing memorials in central Kansas now for over 100 years. Robertson Monuments' strength as a company is a direct result of the commitment that they have to you, their customer. Robertson Monument, Minneapolis, wants to work beside you to create a lasting tribute to the loved one you have lost. Go to robertsonmonuments.com for more information.
Welcome back to
Bennett Buick.
Welcome back to Republic County High School, Belleville, Kansas. 19-1 at the end of the first quarter, Mike, and
pretty good team, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. We knew that coming in. They are very solid. There's a reason why they're number 2 in Class 2A.
Yes, there is.
They are a very solid team, and they're deep.
3 guys come off the bench, play just as good as the starters.
Yeah. And if I remember right, Mike, Dale, did you tell me? In the lane is John Kelly. Kelly makes our first points of the night, first field goal of the night. Did you tell me Republic County is sub-state at home? Wow, that's going to be a loud one up here.
That's a big one.
So that's a 2A sub-state. That's not an ours. Ball goes top of the key to Strutt, and Strutt misses it. Rebounded by Kelly. Back to Macy. Josh to bring it down to set it up. Gets it over to Alex Yoxel. Alex down low to Kelly. Kelly shot off the glass and in and out, but he will be fouled by, I believe, Hadacek, just by Gary's expression down in the low block.
Kind of like their sub-state last year, except it's here instead of El Saline. You've got Solomon, Bennington, Republic County.
Yeah, and they've got some solid teams in that sub-state.
Bennington, Washington County.
Kelly at the line. The shot is up, and it is front rim.
But to have it at home on your own floor, that's big.
Second shot coming by John Kelly. Second shot is up, and it is in and out. Rebounded by Hadacek, back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman will bring it down to set it up on the right-hand side. Gets it back to the top to Nooch. Nooch into Kuhlman. Kuhlman looks at the cutter, has nothing. Guarded in a 2-3 by Minneapolis. Gets it back to the top of the key to Brazon. Brazon looks at the cutter, gets it back to Hadacek. Hadacek back to Nooch. Nooch back to Hoop, back to Strutt. Strutt back to Hadacek. They run a little clock here.
Their offense is exactly like ours, man-to-man offense.
It's a back on the top, spring pass over to Kuhlman. We'll set this back up. Kuhlman back to Brazon, back to Hadacek. 6:35 left to go here in the third. Three-point shot off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Alex Yoxel. Here, 6:35 in the second quarter. Back to Macy, back to top to Yoxel. 19-3. And we turn the ball over. The Bus with the lead. Kuhlman goes all the way in and good. As Coach Shoup calls the timeout to talk about it. And he calls a 30-second timeout.
Well, guys, with that, I'm going to play Stump the Broadcasters. You don't have to answer the question right now. We'll come back.
Stump the Broadcasters.
See if the guys, people at home can get this too. We joke all the time about how we have short jeans in Minneapolis. We hardly ever have anybody 6'5" or over. But since 2000, we've had 3 guys that have been on the program as 6'5" or over. Only 3 out of 12 since the late 1950s that I've been able to see in the rosters. Give it some thought. See if you can give me at least 2 of the 3 that were 6'5" or over.
Well, we got 2 of them right now, Dale.
All right.
Matt Goeth and Drew Weedle.
Luke Weedle.
You got one of them right.
Oh, we'll see if we can figure it out. Macy really being hounded down there. Picks up his dribble. Gets it across the timeline. Gets it back to Eric Yoxel, back to Brandon Davis. 21-3, 6 minutes left here in the second. Back to Macy. Macy shot in the lane, up the glass, no good. Rebounded by Kuhlman. Kuhlman comes back the other direction. Oh, wow, good hands and pass. Great finish by Brazon as Kuhlman hits him running. And it's 23-3.
Running the board there.
Yeah. They fly, and we're flying hard and going hard towards the basket.
23-3.
Alex Yoxel drives, has it partially blocked, and he steps out of bounds, and it'll be stay with Minneapolis.
He went out of bounds, came back in. He was the first one to touch it.
Yeah. Eric to inbounds. Gets to the top, the key to Macy. Macy back to Davis. 23-3. Eric Yoxel back to Josh. Josh drives. Gets it back out to Eric. Back to Alex. Looks down low to Kelly. Kelly down on Hadacek. And there'll be a foul on Hadacek. And that'll be 2 on Hadacek or 3. No 2 for sure.
2.
Matt Goeth was 6'4", listed officially.
Well, I measured him at my house. I had him 6'5". My Stanley tape does not lie.
How big was Townsend? Jamal, not Townsend, Jamal. 6'3".
6'2", something like
Okay.
that.
Okay. So.
You did get Luke Weaver right.
Ball on the outside goes back to Eric Yoxel. Nice cut by Macy. And there's a foul if I ever saw one. Josh gets fouled hard by Brazon, and he will go to the line. Great give and go by the Lions in the lane. But wow, how quickly do they collapse on the defense.
They got good help defense. We got a guy 6'5" and 6'4" come to get you. Tough to shoot over the top.
Shot is up and good by Macy. 23-4, 5 minutes left here in the second quarter. Second shot is up and makes them both. Nice job by Mr. Macy. 23-5, Kuhlman will bring it down for the Bus. As the Lions will get some players off the bench into there for the Lions. They get back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman looks down low. Gets it back to Brazon. Brazon back to Allen. Allen down low. Oh, great give and go pass. Great ball movement and a great finish by Strutt. And they have that ball moving all the time, guys.
One more pass and they had an easy layup. They do pass the ball well, don't they?
Alex Yoxel on the top. They go back to Eric Yoxel. Eric back to Davis, back to Macy. Macy rolls around the top. Gets it back to Alex. Alex back to Eric. Eric from the free throw line, up and good. Nice shot by Eric Yoxel. 25-7. Ball goes back in the other corner to Nooch, back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman, top the key, gets it over to Strutt. Strutt back to Allen. Allen back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman Back in the corner goes to Allen and tipped out of bounds off of Alex Yoxel. It'll be Republic County ball as Minneapolis gets 4 fresh bodies in, and they will leave in there Josh Macy.
Eric Yoxel very consistent with turning and facing the basket on that free throw line. He hits that shot more times than not.
Connor Nace checks in. Gavin Rothenberger, Colin Briggs, as well as Jake Fleming check in. Macy stays on the floor. Kuhlman at the top, gets it over to Brazon. Brazon, wow, a lot of battling down there by, and there's a turn right there. A lot of battling going down with screens set through the middle of the paint, and they had an open Nooch cut into the hole.
Yeah, Nooch really threw a shoulder into Macy going through there.
25-7, Buffs will get in 2 new bodies as checking in will be Hoops as well as Hadacek. Macy with the ball, gets it back to Fleming. Fleming at the top of the key. Back to Briggs. Back to the top to Macy. Macy on the left side of the top. Picks up his dribble, gets it back to Fleming on the left-hand side. Jake rolls around the top. Picks up his dribble, goes back to Macy at the top of the key. And they get it over the top to Rothenberger, and he's going to be fouled by Hadacek. A different Hadacek, I think that is Jeff Hadacek.
Will put us at the line for 1-1.
Yep, Jeff Hadacek.
Our adventure begins at the free throw line.
Rothenberger's first shot is up and good as he rattles that one in. I hit about every part of that rim and rolls in. Yeah, you're right. Has another one coming as Gavin gets in the books tonight. Second shot is up, and he makes them both. Nice job by the freshman. Hoops with the ball as he will bring it down for the Buffs. As he's guarded at the top. Minneapolis with Fleming at the top guarding Hoops. They get it backward to Kuhlman. Kuhlman gets it back in the top to Allen. Allen guarded by Briggs. And he'll go right through the hole, and nice drop down pass. Up and good is Brazon. And I'll tell you, when we collapse, and nice job by Macy to save that one, as Allen came in hard. A lot of contact there. Fleming gets in trouble down there, and wow, no call down there. And it'll come back the other direction. Allen with the ball, guarded by Briggs. Briggs at the top. Allen drives, gets it backward to Brazon. Brazon back to Allen. Allen back to the top of the key, gets it in the hands of Hoops. Hoops gets it back to Allen. On the right-hand corner, get it down low. Nice job by Colin Briggs as he tips it out of bounds.
Briggs and Allen will do a lot of arm checking and chest bumping out there.
Yep. And Allen's probably got 3 inches on him, maybe. So Allen inbounds. Minneapolis in a man. Gets it back to the top. Gets it down low to Allen. Allen. Great defense by Briggs, but Allen just finding really hard there. Back to Mason. There's a foul on Hoops.
Is Allen a senior?
No, Allen is not. Allen's a junior. Yeah, a junior. If the program's right. Macy at the line to shoot a 1-on-1. 29-9. Second shot is up, and first shot is up, no good. Rebounded by Hoops. Ball goes to Allen. Allen with the ball, guarded by Macy. They will get it to the top, gets it back to Hoops. Hoops swing pass back over to Hadacek. Hadacek, a lot of body checking out there, guys. Kuhlman back to Hadacek, back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman tries, gets it back out to Hoops. He'll take the 3. And it's good. Wow. And Hoops is a junior. Wow, they've got some talent on this team. So
32-9, a minute to go in the half.
Ball goes down low to Connor Nace, back to Macy. Macy back to top, gets it into Briggs. Back to Fleming from the free throw line, off the mark, rebounded by Hadachek. Hadachek gets it back out to Kuhlman. Kuhlman will bring it down to set it up. He drives all the way in, off the glass, no good. Rebounded by Nace, back out to Macy. 37 seconds left. Macy drives in the lane, shot up and good. Nice job, Josh Macy, as he runs the lane. 32-11. Hoops with the ball. So he brings it back out to top to Key. Gets it back in the hands of Brazon. Brazon guarded tight there. Gets it back over to Hadachek, back to Kuhlman. 14 seconds left. They've worked to the last second, back to Allen. Macy guarding Allen. Back to Hoops. 7 seconds left. Hoops back to Hadachek. Hadachek back to Brazon. Brazon over to Allen. Nice job by Alex Yoxel to come over, and he turns right into him, and Alex was not moving. Nice job by Alex Yoxel, guys. 32-11. Rough first half of basketball as we go to halftime. We'll be back with some stats, and Dale will enlighten us with what we've missed after we hear a word from our sponsors. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20. Welcome back to Belleville, Kansas, Republic County High School. Dale Leach, Mike Perry, myself, Scott Osherman, as the Minneapolis Lions trail at half, 32-11. Better second quarter for us, but still outscored.
Dale, how far back do we go with that 6'5" person?
2000.
I was asking you back to
2000? I'll have to think about it.
Go ahead and give your stats.
Scoring for Minneapolis, Josh Macy with 4. John Kelly with 2. Eric Yoxel with 3. And Gavin Rothenberger with 2. Minneapolis is 5 of 9 from the free throw line with 6 turnovers. For Republic County, Drew Hoops off the bench with 6. Both of those are 3 balls. Trenton Kuhlman had 8. Kyle Strutt had 2. Lucas Nooch had 2. Trevor Allen had 6. Zach Berzon had 8. And they were 6 of 7 from the free throw line. And I just had them with 3 turnovers.
I'll tell you, very well-rounded ball team, and they did extremely well handling the ball, and just a very clean, clean handling ball. It was pretty physical. A lot of no calls. Coach Shoup got teed up, and because of that right there, he wanted some calls, and he didn't get them. So.
Well, I like the fact that we only got outscored in the second quarter by 13-10 compared to the first quarter when we spotted them a 19-1 win.
Yeah.
Makes life a little bit easier. Okay, back to my Stump the Broadcasters question. I'm basing this on what I could read on the rosters presented to the public, and looking at the height of these players their senior year. The reason I draw that out is, for instance, one player by the name of Cameron Knox in the 2004-05 season as a junior was listed at 6'5", but his senior year he was listed at what I believe is probably more accurate, 6'4". So I'm just going by what was presented in the rosters their senior years. So you guessed two to three players since 2000 that were listed as 6'5" or taller their senior years. You guessed Luke Weedle and Matt Goeth. Luke Weedle was 6'7" his senior year listed, and Matt Goeth was 6'4". I'll give you one more guess. Do I have you all stumped?
I'm waiting on it. Give us a hint.
AC.
AC, exactly. Aaron Cox.
Aaron Cox.
6'5".
Yeah, I forgot about Aaron Cox.
The third one was Chris Drummond, 6'5". No, excuse me. Aaron Cox was listed at 6'6" his senior year. Chris Dubman didn't play a whole lot. Went on to play for Manhattan Christian College, but he was 6'5" his senior year. We've had 12 players, guys, since the late 1950s that have been listed at 6'5" or larger. That's 60-plus years, and only 12 guys breaking the 6'5" mark. Who's the tallest player? Do you have any idea?
In that era?
Yeah, well, from 1955 on.
No clue.
Gene Dickerman was 6'7".
Yeah,
Marty
I
Gross
did
was
not
6'5".
ha-
I think Russell Bearfield was 6'7", but
See, now I didn't have that, but you're right. Russell Bearfield, yes.
I think we had 6'7s. I can't remember anyone being listed as 6'8".
You're correct. 6'7" has been our tallest, and I came up with Luke Weedle and Kyle Johnson from the early 1990s.
Oh, yeah, Kyle.
6'7". I had forgotten about Russ Bearfield. He had to be 6'7".
Yeah, he was 6'7".
And Gene Dickerman, you said was 6'7"?
He was
in the
either
mid-
6'6" or 6'7".
Okay. I did not have a height on him, but so that would be a 13, 14 feet. I'll go by with the ones I have, just for grins here. And Luke Weedle 6'7", Chris Drummond 6'5", Aaron Cox 6'6". Kyle Johnson in 93, 94 was listed as 6'7". Jacob Breeding in that same year, 6'5".
Really?
I did not know Jacob Breeding.
Well, I'll tell you what. Since you stumped us, we'll let you buy ice cream for us on the way home.
Mark Allison, another one at 6'5" in 91. Sean Dickerman, 6'5" in 88, 89.
What was Eric Shute?
About 6'3", 6'4", I think. Marty Gross,
6'5".
6'5", 71, 72 senior.
Yeah, I played with him.
Dan Matt, 6'6", 68, 69 senior year. Roy Hansen, 6'5", in 61, 62.
What was John Matt then?
Well, we hadn't quite got to him yet.
Okay.
Dick Scher, 6'6", graduated in 60, 61.
Yep.
And John Matt is the first one I've seen listed at 6'5" or over. He was 6'6" when he graduated in 59, and of course went on to play on scholarship for the dreaded Jayhawks. So that's 14 guys now that we've been able to, if we can take Mike's word here on Gene Dickerman at 6'7".
I think he might have been just 6'6".
Well, that would still fit the mold here. I had to wonder about that when I saw Sean Dickerman was 6'5". So we'll say we've had 14 guys at 6'5" and above in that time period. We've had several at 6'3", 6'4".
And Bloyd has 4 or 5 every year.
Yeah. Well, somebody told me once it's in the water up in Beloit.
It's not in our water.
Well, we're going to take another break here. A word from our sponsors. We'll be back in the second half action.
Where do you go?
Guys, there's another fellow that I can think of. I just wasn't around. I don't know if he played basketball in Minneapolis, and if so, what his height was. But there's a fellow out of Delphus, Dan Wilson, probably was in the 1980s. He's a tall drink of water, and I just don't know if he played basketball or not. Mike says no. Okay. He would have been another one in that range if he did play. But I did not know if he did. So, if we can somehow figure out how to import some tall teams to Minneapolis basketball program, that would be great.
Well, we could be like, we could start recruiting.
Well, you know, I've asked Eric about that more than once, and somehow he hasn't come up with a good answer on how he can get that done.
Yeah.
I keep telling him he needs to get Carolyn Wilson's grandson. They come in town and they're at church. I just sit there and do it. Anyway, second half action set to begin here. Lions trailing 32-11.
As we get ready for second half action here, the Buffs will have the ball to start the second half. 32-11, Buffs with the ball and the lead. Kuhlman with the ball at the top of the key as he's guarded by Macy. And back to a Oh, nice hands by Alex Yoxel. Tipped out of bounds, stays with the bus. It goes back in the hands of Kuhlman. Kuhlman gets it back over to cannot Strutt. Strutt back to Hadacek. Hadacek back to Brazon. Back to Nooch in the lane. Hadacek with the rebound. No call down low. Up and good by Nooch. Brazon, excuse me. Brazon with the ball. Down low goes to Kelly. Kelly for cutter goes back to Alex Yoxel. Alex drives. Top of the key goes to Brandon Davis. Davis gets to start in the second half. Gets it into Alex Yoxel. Alex at the lane, kicks it back out to Macy. Macy gets it back to Alex, back to Brandon. Brandon.
They just don't give you a lot of space to get that shot off.
You know, they don't. They don't. They play a very tight man, and they do not give you many looks. And it's blocked by Brazon as we try to go into the lane. Nice job by Josh Macy as he gets the steal. Comes back the other direction, and he has it blocked. Oh, my gosh. Goes back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman back the other direction. Kuhlman gets it back over to Nooch. Nooch in the right corner. 34-11. Back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman into the hands of Hadacek. Hadacek back to top to Brazon. Brazon back on the side to Strutt. Strutt back to Nooch. I'm having a hard time tonight, Mike. Back to Hadacek. Hadacek guarded by Eric Yoxel. Back to Brazon. Brazon looks for the cutter. Oh, nice cut and near finish. Nice job by Kelly with the rebound as they had a wide open cutter going in the lane. They just couldn't finish it. Brandon Davis with the ball. Back to Yoxel. Alex it back to top to Macy. Macy will set it up back to Brandon Davis over to Eric Yoxel. Down low to Kelly. Kelly up and is fouled hard, and he'll go to the line to shoot two.
Got had a check with three there. That had a check anyway. See if we can coax a couple of makes here for John Kelly at the charity stripe.
First one is short. 34-11. Buffs check in as Nooch comes out, and checking in is Allen. I'll tell you, Allen, my gut tells me that he'd probably be a starter. He might even be a starter.
Yeah.
They had senior night tonight, and they started these 5 seniors. But
yep.
That Allen, a pretty darn good ball player, as well as hoops.
Thought he did start the first game when he played down at our house.
So timeout called by Republic County, and we'll go ahead and keep it here. Just 30-second timeout. Kelly will have another one coming at the line at the 5:41 mark. So on the floor for the Lions is Alex and Eric Yoxel, John Kelly, Josh Macy, and Brandon Davis. Kelly will have his second shot coming. Second shot. This is up, and it is off the mark. Rebounded by Brazon. Back to Kuhlman.
Kelly's 0 for 4.
0 for 4 tonight. That's kind of unusual. He's really a fairly good free throw shooter. Nice pass down low, blocked by Kelly. Nice block there.
Nice recovery. Hey, we're wide open underneath.
Briggs checks in for Brandon Davis. Gets it back on the inside to Allen. And, oh, nice job, Eric Yoxel. Eric did a great job of stepping in and taking a charge against Allen. And Connor Nace will check in for the Lions as he checks in for Kelly.
34-11. Minneapolis needs a couple of free balls to get in for them and get them back in this game.
Connor Nace back to Alex Yoxel, back to Macy. Macy drives into Connor Nace. Nice pass by Josh Macy. Great finish by Connor Nace. I believe that's his first points of the night. Great pass by Macy.
2-2 here in the third quarter, guys.
34-13 is the score. 5 minutes left in the third quarter. And an offensive foul away from the ball. Didn't see who it's on. I think on Strutt. Second personal, maybe. Yep. Macy will bring it down to set it up. Josh crosses the timeline, gets it over to Colin Briggs. Briggs back to Macy. Macy, Yoxel back to, and they get one the other direction. So.
Offensive foul on Alex Yoxel.
So Allen will check it in, get it into Kuhlman, back to Allen. Minneapolis ready to get a couple players in. Ring swinging back over the top, gets it back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman back to Brazon, back to Strutt. Strutt looks down low to Hadacek. Hadacek
walk.
Gets back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman, the loose ball. Kuhlman will drive. Gets it back over to Allen, wide open for three. No good, rebounded by Macy. Wow, a lot of contact on the floor. Back to Eric Yoxel. And nearly stolen. Minneapolis going to get 3 new players in as David John sees his first action tonight.
I hope they're wearing their pads. They need to suit up. It's rough out there.
As well as Rothenberger and Mortimer. John's back to top to Mortimer. Mortimer gets it, looks for Johns, has nothing. Picks up his dribble, gets it down low to Nace. Nice, Rothenberger up and good. Nice pass by Connor Nace. Great visions by Gavin as he finishes in the down low. And Allen tries to pass it through and has it tipped away, but he keeps his dribble. And he picks it up, gets it down low to Brazon. Brazon fronts Nace, back to Strutt, back to Brazon. Brazon puts a body on him, back to Allen. Allen, nice job by Gage Mortimer, and gets it back to Briggs. Briggs will bring it down to set it up. Colin back over the top to Mortimer, back to Johns. Johns, David. Has the ball tipped away, and then we're going to get whistled with the foul away from the ball. So
Connor Nace did a great job of tackling Berzon.
Nace with the rolling block on Berzon. He is a big kid, isn't he?
Only the second team foul against the Lions. We've outscored them 4-2, guys, this quarter.
34-15. Back in the hands of Hoops as he checks in for the first time. Back to Berzon. Oh, wow. Wide open pass down low to Hadacek. And they get the score away from wide open underneath.
Back door.
Kicked out of bounds off of the bus. It'll stay with Minneapolis. Looking over the side, it looks like Eric Yoxel may have gotten a bloody nose maybe when he took that charge. So looks like a fresh 5 will be coming here in a second. Rothenberger in the lane, back out to Briggs, back out to Mortimer, back to top to Johns. David rolls around the right-hand side. Gets a pass down low, nice job to Nace. Great job, David Johns, to feed Nace, and Nace finishes down low.
64 in Minneapolis, third quarter.
2:09. Hoops drives all the way in and misses the open layup. Gets it back to Briggs. Briggs back to Johns, back to Rothenberger. Gavin throws it away. Gets it back to Allen. And he will finish. So 38-17. And fresh 5 will come in as Fleming, Yoxel, Alex Yoxel, Davis, Kelly, and Macy check in. Shot up and good. Is good by Allen. Macy will bring it down for the Lions, guarded by Kuhlman. Back to the top to Alex Oxel. Back to Brandon Davis. Back to Fleming. Fleming. He'll drive the right-hand side. Looks down low to Kelly. They have him open in the low block. Foul, no call, and rebounded by Kuhlman. Kuhlman comes out of that. 39-17. Minute 23 left to go here in the third quarter. So back over to Brazon, back to the top to Allen. Allen drive, picks up his dribble, gets it down to Brazon. Oh, that's right. Nice job. That should be a technical for hanging on the rim.
Yep. And there was nobody underneath.
Nobody underneath. Yep. Should be a technical. Tee him up. Yep. Good job. So nobody even close to him, and he tried to dunk it, and then he hung on the rim. So yeah, Alex misses the technical free throw. Got another one here. Second shot is up and makes that one. So checking in for Brazon is Nooch, I believe. Alex Shocks with the inbounds. 39-18. They get it into Macy. Macy guarded by Strutt, crosses the timeline. Wow, they are very quick with the hands, even away from the ball, Mike.
Long reach there on that Allen kid.
Strutt's a good defender.
So Fleming to inbounds, gets it into Macy. Macy to bring it down across. Gets it back over to Fleming. Fleming back to Brandon Davis. Davis double team, and he throws it away. And it's up and good by Allen. And they will go back the other direction. 41-18, 41 seconds left. Macy with the ball, and they are double teaming tight. Gets it back to Fleming. Fleming. Brandon Davis should be off of, yeah, thank you, Nooch. And they'll stay with Minneapolis.
30 seconds to go in the third. They've outscored us 9-7 here in the third quarter.
Macy the inbounds. Get it into Brandon Davis. Good acting there by, maybe had some blood there. And a steal by Strutt. And no good. And there's a foul the other direction, as apparently there was some contact on Hoops, because Hoops was thinking he had some blood on him or something. But fouls on Macy. At the line will be Allen to shoot two here. Shot up and good.
Gee whiz, what a roll. Second foul on Macy, only 14 fouls apiece here on two schools in this half.
Second shot coming. Shot is up, and it is off the back of the rim, and rebound by Kelly. Back to Mason. Well, they're letting them play here in the second half, or in the third quarter, I should say. Brandon Davis down to Fleming, up and off the glass. Nice job, Brandon Davis. Saw Fleming open down low, and that'll end the third quarter. 42-20. As
now scores 10-9 in the third.
You know, but hey, that's not bad. So,
compared to the first quarter, that's great.
We'll take a break. 42-20, Buffs with the lead. We'll be back after this word from our sponsors. You're listening to SalinaPost.com. Well, welcome back to Belleville, Kansas, Republic County High School. As
little housekeeping. I
Yeah,
guess
had
it did get some blood on the floor.
must have had some down there. So Minneapolis inbounds. Mortimer checks it in, gets it into Macy. Macy looks at David Johns. Back over to Eric Yoxel. Eric back in, back to Kelly, back to Johns. David on the left side, guarded by Kuhlman. Gets it back to Macy. Tipped away, and then saved by Macy. As Josh picks up his dribble. Gets it back to Eric Yoxel. Right back to Mortimer. Timeout called by Coach Shoup as he's trying to get them to run an offense, and they're not running it. So he calls a 30-second timeout to talk about it. Say, okay, guys, that's what we got to run here, and it's not getting it done.
It's almost identical offense of Republic County, so they're kind of overplaying, and they're knowing exactly where the ball is going and who's going to break for it, and it's a little bit of a disadvantage. They know what's happening, but they're good defenders. They're very good athletes. They're very quick feet, and they defend very well. And they've got a heck of a deep bench. They play 8, and all of them are just really good ball players.
Yeah, it's a solid 8. It's, we have a deep bench as well, but they have a very solid 8 players, as you said, Mike. So our bench is going to develop. Our kids are going to develop, and I like what we have in the future. Right now, it's just kind of some growing pains. Back to Macy. Macy rolls to the left-hand side, drives, gets it up and off the glass, no good. Rebound, actually, a runner in the lane, no good. Just tried to lay it in, just couldn't quite get it. 42-20, Buffs with the ball and the lead. Gets it back over to Kuhlman. Kuhlman looks down low to Strutt, has nothing. Goes back, Strutt. So Dale, how bad was what was the first score? First time he played, you remember?
I have that written down. I'll have to look.
Kuhlman with the ball.
It wasn't good.
Kuhlman guarded by Macy. He'll drive all the way in. He gets the runner up and good. More blood somewhere. So.
Well, I thought I had that written down, but I'm sorry, I guess I don't.
I don't know who's bleeding, but apparently somebody's bleeding again, so I don't know who it is.
The only score I wrote down is they last played Ellsworth and beat them 68-43. Right now, we are holding them under their average.
What did you say, 68-43?
That was Ellsworth.
Ellsworth score.
Right now, we're holding them under their average, but there's 6.5 minutes remaining. So our defense can keep up. Well, it ought to be in the book.
59-33.
59-33. So we got some more blood on the floor, and that's what they're.
Somebody was just leaking all over the place.
Yeah, I guess so. So.
It's got a bloody nose.
Not sure who it is, but I think all the same players are out there, so I'm not sure who's bleeding.
Well, we did see that Eric Yoxel had a bloody nose over there.
Yeah, he did.
He's back in the game now.
So Macy will bring it down on the left-hand side, crosses the half court, gets it to Mortimer. Gage gets it to David Johns. Johns takes that.
And we have another timeout.
Fleming is going to check in. And Shoup calls a timeout, and I'm not sure.
Still didn't like his offensive flow. It did look pretty rough out there. 11 seconds went off the clock since the last one ended. We'll take a break here. Word from our sponsor.
Delphus Co-op will always be there to give you the most up-to-date information on the right type of seed to use, weather conditions, market information, all at your fingertips. All you have to do is go to delphuscoop.com. They'll keep you informed on how to make your farm as efficient and successful as possible.
Robertson Monuments has been developing memorials in central Kansas now for over 100 years. Robertson Monuments' strength as a company is a direct result of the commitment that they have to you, their customer. Robertson Monument, Minneapolis, wants to work beside you to create a lasting tribute to the loved one you have lost. Go to robertsonmonuments.com for more information.
Welcome back to Belleville, Kansas. Macy with the ball as Fleming checks in for the Lions. They get it down low to Kelly. Kelly back to David Johns for three. Off the mark and saved into the hands of Nooch. Nooch will bring it back. Back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman crosses the timeline. So Kuhlman gets it over into the hands of Brazon. Brazon back to top to Nooch. Nooch, great backdoor pass and a great finish there by.
Pretty simple looking.
Yeah.
Stratus missed two of those. He finally hit a layup. Good, nice play though.
Ball tipped out of bounds off of Kuhlman and will stay with the Lions. Eric Yoxel inbounds. Gets to the top of the key to Macy. David Johns had an open look. Gets it back. Down low to Kelly. Kelly in the paint. Shot up and off the glass. No good. Rebounded by Brazon. Back to Kuhlman. Kuhlman comes back the other direction. Crosses the timeline.
Brazon has some ups. He is 6'5", but when you can go up two hands and stuff the ball.
And another cutter going through, and this time Nooch scores cutting through the lane. They've run that offense very well on that cut. And tipped out of bounds off the bus. And Minneapolis will substitute 5 more. So, and then the bus look like they're going to clear their bench here in a second. So. Gets the ball into Mortimer. Mortimer back to Brandon Davis. Davis backward to Mortimer. High screen set by Nace. Back to Davis. Swing pass in low to Nace. Connor. And we tried that same thing. Nice job by Alex Yoxel. Oh, wow. Wow, they called that off of the Buffs?
Yeah, I guess.
Oh, natural.
I thought that was clearly off Alex Yoxel.
So checking in is freshman Tyler Popelka, 5'11" freshman, as well as freshman Lane Shoemaker for the Buffs. Nace has a block. He misses it after Allen gets the rebound coming back the other direction. And finishes the other way is Tyler Popelka for the Buffs. Say even there.
Yeah. That was a pretty easy call.
On Briggs.
Yeah.
50-20.
Maybe I scored us 8 to zip, I think, here this quarter.
Hoops with the ball. Crosses the timeline. 3:50 left to go. Ball in the hands of Allen. Allen gets it cross court to Hoops. Hoops looks down low back to Allen. Allen at the top of the key. Guarded by Davis. They get it now. Nice job by Colin Briggs back to Mortimer. Mortimer comes away with a loose ball. Back to Davis. Davis. And we turn it over. This is one of those that there's been just a lot of mistakes tonight. It's a good team.
Yeah, you're
Very
up
good
against one of the best teams in the state, 2A.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
There's a better one. My sister's team from down in Meade.
Yep, they're ranked number 1.
They have a 6'8" kid.
Signed with K-State football.
Yep, defensive end.
Another steal by Mortimer. And that goes back the other direction. Down low to Nace. swings up and good by Connor Nace.
Nace might have a high career high tonight here. I'm not sure.
He's got 6.
Ball goes back to Shoemaker in the corner. Shane down low, shot up and off the mark by Hadacek, and it'll be a foul back the other direction. So, foul, I believe, on Popelka. And checking in also will be number 10 for the Buffs.
And we are in the running clock situation.
Another freshman, Tucker Allen, and a junior, Chase Lambert. So they've got some freshmen.
They've got a very good team.
So
they got a very good team next year, too.
Yeah. So they will lose a lot of their scoring, but yes, indeed. Nace down low to Briggs. Briggs, and he'll have it blocked, and he'll go to the line. 50-22, and Dale, you said we're going to hold them under their average?
59 was their average coming in.
So foul is on number 10, Tucker Allen, a 5'9" freshman. Shot is up and off the mark for, falls in for Briggs. Nice job, Colin.
Unfortunately, they're holding us below our average, too.
Oh, yeah. Second shot coming is up, and it is off the mark. And then tipped out. Nice job by Connor Nace, but kept alive by the Buffs. Shoemaker with the ball. Gets it up to Brandon Davis after the steal and the finish. Nice job, Brandon Davis, as he gets the ball, tips the ball to get the steal, and then the outlet pass to him, and he finishes, and he'll be fouled by the Buffs. And checking in will be David Johns as he checks in for Colin Briggs.
Clock is under a minute and running here with the mercy rule.
Brandon Davis at the line for the and one. And no good. Rebounded by the Buffs. So back to Buffs will try to bring it down across. They do get it across the timeline. Picked up. Back in the hands of Popelka. Popelka, 18 seconds left, and it's going to be tipped out of bounds. It'll be the Buffs ball. 50-25, that'll end it right here with 9 seconds left as the Buffs come away with the victory tonight. Minneapolis, a tough one up here tonight against this Republic County Buffs. Number 2 ranked team in 2A, and they showed just how strong they are as we fall short tonight. We'll be back with some stats. You're listening to SalinaPost.com as well as Eagle Communication Channel 20, your voice of Minneapolis Lions.
Point totals for this game at Republic County. Republic County the winner, 50-25 for Minneapolis. Macy with 4 points, Alex Yoxel with 1, John Kelly with 2, Colin Briggs with 1, Eric Yoxel with 3, Jake Fleming had 2. Connor Nace led Minneapolis in scoring today with 6. Brandon Davis had 2. Gavin Rothenberger had 4. And that rounds out the scoring for Minneapolis. For Republic County, Drew Hoops had 6. Trenton Kuhlman had 10. Kyle Strutt 4. Jeff Hadacek had 2. Lucas Nooch had 4. Popelka had 2. Trevor Allen leads all scorers tonight with 12. And Zach Berzon had 10. Very solid team. Republic County boys, they're very deep. They've got 8 excellent players that play, and all of them can score. Very unselfish. They dish the ball. Very good passing ball club, and they play defense.
You know, they do, but they will be, you will definitely see a difference after this year, because they're going to lose 5 solid seniors, and they've got 3 juniors that had a lot of playing time tonight, but wow. So
they're bringing all the seniors up to interview here on the radio station. Scoring by quarters, 19-1 Belleville in the first quarter. Then it got a lot tighter. Second quarter, Vale 13-10 Belleville. Third quarter, 10-9 Belleville. The final stands 8-5. So had to been that disastrous first quarter. You got to get handed to the Buffs. They went after it.
Yeah.
But it was close fought game score-wise, pretty much the rest of the way. And we do hold them under their average by 9 points. But we are under our average by almost 20.
Yeah.
So we go to play the number 3 ranked 3A Beloit Trojans Friday night.
Another place I hate to play.
Before closing out our home season against the Russell Broncos next Tuesday night.
So, well, tough one tonight. Both the boys and the girls come up with losses up here on the road, and we come up short tonight. So, for myself, Scott Osherman,
Mike Perry,
and Dale Leach, we're going to sign off. Thanks as always for having us in your home. Come up to Beloit if you can. Cheer on your Lions. If not, tune in right here on EU Communications Channel 20 and SalinaPost.com. Good night, folks.